Happiness, the one thing everyone seeks, yet so few truly find. In a world filled with endless distractions and promises of joy, we often lose sight of what happiness really means. But what if I told you that true happiness is not about fleeting moments or possessions? It is deeper, richer, and far more enduring. Today we'll explore this together, guided by the ancient wisdom of Psalm 1. Psalm 1 begins with a simple yet profound statement: "Blessed is the man." This word, blessed, means joyful, fulfilled, satisfied. It reminds us that happiness is possible. But here's the catch: our modern world has redefined happiness. It tells us it's about achievements, wealth, and comfort. Yet despite all the advancements in technology, medicine, and conveniences, many of us are more restless than ever before. Let me share a truth with you. Diaries from centuries ago, written by people with shorter lifespans and fewer freedoms than we enjoy today, reveal an intriguing contentment that we often lack. Why? Because true happiness is spiritual and cosmic. It's about something far greater than ourselves. Psalm 1 declares that joy is not only attainable, but that it's a gift available to all who walk in wisdom. Ask yourself, do you believe happiness is possible for you, or do you see it as a fleeting dream? Let's continue exploring this together. Psalm 1 describes the happy person as like a tree planted by streams of water. This imagery is powerful. Think about it. A tree rooted near a constant source of nourishment remains strong through every season. It's not immune to winter or drought, but its roots sustain it. This is what fundamental happiness looks like. In contrast, many of us base our happiness on external circumstances: a promotion, a new car, a relationship. But these things are as fleeting as leaves in the wind. When the storms of life come, they offer no real stability. True happiness, however, comes from being rooted in something unchanging. Let me share a personal story. Years ago, I faced a season of loss and uncertainty. My world felt as though it was crumbling, and yet there was a steady stream of peace flowing through my soul. Why? Because my roots weren't in the shifting sands of circumstances. They were in God's eternal promises. Remember this: true happiness is not about avoiding difficulties, but about being deeply anchored. When life's droughts come, where will your roots draw from? Here's a paradox. Happiness cannot be found by chasing it directly. Psalm 1 doesn't say, "Blessed is the man who seeks happiness." Instead, it speaks of the man who delights in the law of the Lord and meditates on it day and night. What does this mean? It means that happiness comes when we seek something greater. Think of it like this: if you aim for righteousness, wisdom, and purpose, happiness follows. But if you make happiness your ultimate goal, it becomes elusive. It's like trying to grasp water with your bare hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. This is one of life's great truths. By seeking God and His ways, we align ourselves with what truly matters. And in doing so, we establish our roots in the source of true joy. The psalm begins with a choice. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked. Happiness requires intentionality. It's not something that happens to you, it's something you cultivate. Think about the small choices you make each day. Who influences your thoughts? What do you meditate on? These choices shape your happiness. Psalm 1 teaches us that to be truly happy, we must turn away from the noise and negativity that drain us. Instead, we must align our lives with truth and wisdom. Just like a tree needs to be planted near water, we need to choose our source. Will you plant yourself by the eternal stream of God's word, or will you drift with the wind like chaff? The decision is yours, and it's one that only you can make. True happiness is not a destination, it's a way of living. When Psalm 1 speaks of delighting in the law of the Lord and meditating on it day and night, it's calling us to a life of constant connection with God. This is where joy flourishes. But let's be honest, meditation takes practice. It means pausing in the midst of our busyness to reflect on what truly matters. It means replacing the clutter of our minds with thoughts that nourish our souls. Let me challenge you. Begin each day with a moment of stillness. Meditate on a verse, a truth, or even a simple prayer. Plant your roots deeper every day. You will find that the deeper your roots grow, the more resilient your joy becomes. Even in life's harshest seasons, your leaves will not wither and you will bear fruit in due time. Happiness is not a fleeting emotion, it's a state of being. Psalm 1 teaches us that it's possible, fundamental, a byproduct of seeking God, and a choice that we make every day. Seeker, I leave you with this question. Where are your roots? Are they in the shifting sands of circumstances, the promises of this deceitful world, or are they in the eternal stream of God's everlasting love? Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. If you'd like to learn more about the ancient path of happiness, as described in Psalm 1, please click the link below. Thank you for joining us today. May God bless you on your journey and lead you into true happiness in the days to come.